Hello and welcome back to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back in the Ferrari 296 challenge, this time at Monza, for which should be a great... I can't do it. It's not going to be a great week of racing. We all know what Monza's like. It's going to be horrific. Turn 1's going to be a nightmare. And you're not going to be able to trust anybody that's remotely near you behind coming into that. But we're still going to have a good time anyway, and this is my lap guide for it. The track temperature is 32 with an air temperature of 26, 55% usage, and there was 20 litres in the car at the start of the hot lap. Any questions, let me know in the comments, and as always, we're going to do a hot lap, then a breakdown, then back in the cockpit one final time with the driving line on. Let's start the hot lap. Right, let's do the hot lap. So smashing it down the main straight. Coming into everyone's first turn on the sim rig. We're looking for just before the 200, braking up to, what's that, nearly 100. Long on the brakes, down to second gear. Tiny on the brakes, back on the gas as early as possible. Hugging the car round to the right-hand side. Now we're looking for this bridge up ahead. And we are going to be using 100% brake just to try and get it slowed down to second gear, clipping both of these corners. As soon as we've gone past the marshals, we should be getting ready to brake up to about 55%. Long trail off down to third gear. I went slightly early, had to wait again just after the 100 now. Braking up to about 65%, only to fourth gear that time. Can take a lot more corner on the second Lesmo. As we come up to Varianti, going to be looking at just before that bridge, down to third gear, confidence lift, now back on the gas, flat out through the final apex of Varianti. Now looking for midway between the 200 and the 100, braking up to about 90%. I'm right on the limit there. Car almost giving way. I do not think I would possibly be that much on the limit in a race. And over and across the line in a 143.7. Right, let's do the breakdown. Right, breakdown lap. So I've started just using pauses rather than slowing it down. So our first braking marker is roughly where I am now. Get all that speed wiped off. So as you can see, as we're entering where this extra bit of track is on the left-hand side, I'm still steering in a straight line, still at 90-odd%. Trail it off, down to this apex. You should be getting back on the gas now. Gently on the brakes, and now back on the gas. Yeah, so when I pause it, it ruins the graph. And a lot of you get upset about that. Right, next braking marker just before we hit this bridge. And we trail off down to the first apex. We're already back on 2/3 gas. Little lift or a big lift for the second. Right, the next braking marker, it's roughly where the 50-meter board would be. So you can see where the corner is. You can see the 100 board there. We trail it off and we try and get back on the gas on the apex. Got to keep some part of your car on the track here. And this time we're braking just before the 50, and they do actually have a board here. And again, we want to be getting back on the gas on the actual curbing, really cutting it as well, keeping your left-hand tyres on the track. Next braking marker is just before this little bridge, sign, whatever it is. And again, we're braking up to a good 90%. Wipe all that speed off. Wanting to get back on the gas and off the brakes as we hit the first curb. Then I do a lift, and then when I'm back on the curb, I try to get up to 100% as soon as possible. Right, final braking marker midway between the 200 board I'm about to pass and the 100. It's probably closer to the 100. We'll see. Yeah. And again, braking up to about 90%. And then a relatively smooth trail off. Down to third gear. Almost run out of track on the outside. And over and across the line, we've got one final version coming up next with the driving line on without me talking. Enjoy.